In this tutorial, we will see how to generate a report studio report. So in a top menu, I am just going to the new report studio, and today we'll look at that how to generate this consolidated subject report. If you look at the view of this report, uh, which is a basically two part. One is a first page is a consolidated result for each subjects, and then after there is a separate page or separate details for each subjects. So let me just click on live preview. So this is a report which we want to like to generate. So here we can have our school name and details dynamically. We can set the school logo dynamically. This all information like student name, the grade, academic year, the term, everything will come pop up automatically. This is the first page. First page will get the consolidated result of all the subjects and their achieved grades, including the signatures. And then after for each subject, so let's say first subject is English as a first language. So we get the detailed result of English, and here we have syllabus. What the syllabus which we have covered. This is the comments for the student and the papers. Okay. Now, if you look at here, there are two parts: formative term assessment and term and exams. Generally, school generate this report at the end of the term, and they want to like to if they want to like to divide the assessment in a two part, the results of the formative assessments like class test, cyclic test, and the result at the end of the result for the exams which has been taken at the end of the term. The important part is this: the consolidated marks of this class test, cycle test, AI paper 1, paper 2 should be 100. Okay, so 10 plus 15 plus 5, which is equal to 20, 30, and 35, 35, 70. So 70 plus 30 is equal to 100. So based on 100, the all over percentage and the grade would be awarded. So this is an important part, that sum of the all these exams should be 100, and you can choose how many exams you want like to add in the report card, but the only important part is this: sum should be 100. Okay, so we're going to use formula for these reports. So let's go and let's see how can we generate this report. Okay, so let me go here. Let me go to home, and first of all, so let me open this page. So I think I have this school name, everything is ready, so I need to work on that part. We should have a subjects, and directly let's start working on, let's say for each subjects I have two part: formative assessment and term and assessment. So let me first go to the exam type. So in exam type, just to save the time, already created the exam. So let's say term one report card is an exam. Okay, exam type. So in this type, I have class test, cyclic test, and term. So class test 10, weightage is 10%, 10 marks. The cyclic test 20 marks. Someone say weightage, someone say marks. Okay, so term 70, total is 100. Okay, so which is matching with this cyclic tests class test. I do not have I here, and I'm not like an I here. Okay, and now term n. So now as a part of term n, I could have paper 1 and paper 2. So let's say if I say term 1, so I have created another exam type called term n exam type, and if I edit here, uh, it says that it contains weightage based exams. It means whenever you create an exams for this type of exam type, system will ask you what is a weightage. Okay, because here we want a different weightage for paper 1 and different weightage for paper 2. Therefore, you have to have an exam type which have weightage based exams. Okay, so let's start. So let me have, first of all, let me go to let me go to the exam results, and let's work on class 2b search. Okay, so there is no exams, no results, nothing is created, it's from the scratch. So let's start from the scratch. So first of all, let's create class test. Okay, so let me go to exam dashboard, and here I just need to click on add exam, quick add, and let me select class test. Okay, so class test, uh, I think exam type is very much important. So I should keep open my exam type as well. Yeah, here we go. So we are building in a report for this type term 1 report, so class test. Okay, so I select class test and let's say class 2b. Okay, and for class 2b, these are the subjects, so let me select maths, and I will say 20 mark exams. I can put the syllabus, I can put the description, so let's say chapter 1 and chapter 2. Okay, and I just say create. So class test is created. Okay, I schedule the class test. Now the second one is a cyclic test. As per the report, is a cyclic test. Okay, so I should go and create add exam, quick add, select the class, select the exam type cyclic test, select the class test 2b, and maths, and let's say it's a 30 marks. Okay, and I can put that, chapter 1 and chapter 1 and chapter 2 revision. Okay, and I could say chapter 3. Okay, just a create. So I created a cyclic test. Okay. So now two exams are there, right? Class test and cyclic test. Okay. Now, let's say it's the beginning of the semester. So I just created a class test and cyclic test, and I wanted to get start working with my results. And later on, I will create the end of the term. I will create the term and exams, and where are we going to create paper 1, paper 2, because the date of paper 1, paper 2 are not yet decided. Okay, so this is, let's assume that it's the mid of the term, and we have not created a paper 1, paper 2, so it's okay, fine. So let's start working with this. So what should we do now? We will, the second step. This is the first step. In the first step, what we have done, we have created a couple of exams. Okay, but most important part in first step is that we have created an exam type called term one report. Okay, because based on the exam type, we will going to generate a formula. Okay, and what is our formula? Our formula is this: the 10% weightage for the class test, 15% weightage or 20% weightage for the cyclic test, and similarly for paper 1, 35%, paper 2, 35%. So 100% is our weightage. This is our formula. Okay, so we're going to generate a formula. So see, this is the exam type which we have created. This will help us to generate the formula 10, 20, 70. So this is the button. Okay, this is the button, auto create formulas. So by the way, this is very much important. We have something called formula and derive results, where you can go and manually create formula, okay, to support this report, because this is a look like a formula. Okay, so I can go to the here and I can create add formula. I can select a class called, let's say, class test 2b. Okay, I can select subject math. Okay, and I can put the formula name, let's say term 1 report. Okay, and here I have two options. My formula will work based on the mark base or percentage base. Okay, so many school just convert everything based on marks. So they take class test of 40 mark and then convert into a 10. They take cyclic test of 30 marks and convert it into 50. And similarly for paper 1, paper 2, the total mark could be different, and then they will convert based on the weightage and the formula they want. So for that part, it could be mark based. Okay, and some schools will go absolutely based on percentage. Okay, so no matter what the total mark, there is no conversion mark. Whatever the percentage they received in the class test would be converted into the percentage. So that's called percentage based weightage. Okay, so let's say mark based weightage. Okay, and I can create a formula like this way. Like, let's say the exam type, it's an class test. Okay, and I can select the weightage and everything, and this is the way I can create a formula. Okay, so this is the way we can. Yeah, so we can select the exam type, and we can create a formula. So weightage is 10%, The same way, I can just keep another element and create the formulas. So this is the way we can manually create the formulas. However, I want to like to see in this demo that we can create this formula automatically for all the subjects. Okay, so let's say we don't want to create formula right from here because it's a tedious task. I have to keep on creating formula for each subjects. Let's say in my school I have a 10 class, and each class have 10 subjects or maybe 7 subjects. So 10 into 7, 70 times I need to create this formula. Okay, so that's not a good way to go. So better way is that is, I need to go to the exam type. Let's go back to the exam type. So here in exam type, we have this exam type. Let's look at here. So this is the formula. This exam type will convert into the formula automatically. Okay. So let's start and generating formula based on the exam type. Okay. So I need to click on plus button. So this will help me to create a formula. So first of all, I need to select a class. So I want to generate a formula for my class 2B. Okay, and I need to select my subjects. So let's say I want to generate a formula for math, for science, and for EVS. I can select multiple subjects in one go. Okay, so this formula is mark based or percentage based. Okay, so mark based. Okay, so that's we select a mark based. Now another very important part is this exam based formula by default is exam type based formula. So now the formula type could be two type of formula. If you go here and we'll check it out, see here is the options. So the element of formula could be an exam, could be in a formative assessment, or another formula or exam type. We'll discuss these things in details, but as of now you can just understand that the element, whether as a part of this demo, whether you want all element as an exam, directly select the exams or exam types. Okay, so here is the clue. If you have already exams are already created, then you should go and create exam based formula. But let's say exams are not yet created. I'm in the middle of the semester, I'm at the beginning of the semester, and as and when semester move ahead, I will create these exams. Okay, so I will just go and wanted to create a formula which is based on exam type, and as and when I will create the exams on a specific exam types, system will automatically pick up the exams. Okay, so here we'll go. Exam based formula by default is exam type based formula, so we want by default exam type based formula. Okay, and let me just click on create formula. Okay, so formula is created successfully. Okay, so let's go back and go to the formula page. Okay, and let's look out whether formula is created or not. So okay, so let me just click on formula list. I will select my class 2B and just clicked on search. Okay, so I can see here three formula for each, basically three subjects: maths, science, and EVS is created. If you look at here, so this is a very simple representations, like the class test is 10%, the cyclic test 20%, and term n has 70% weightage. Okay, so I can see this formula created. Okay, so formula is there. Now I can start entering the results. So ideally, if there is a exam coordinator, or maybe the team the team member will create these formulas before teacher can start entering the exam results. So teacher should have very simple life. They just go to the formula and just click enter any formula and then enter the marks throughout the semester. So in this formula, I need to click here on let's say formula result entry. Okay, so if I clicked here, okay, so I need to click here on this formula result edit button. So if I click here, system will give me uh, table where I have the class test and cyclic test. See, as per this formula, if you look at here, the class test, cyclic test, and term end exams. So there is no exam exists for term end, and system has automatically pick up the one exam from class test, another exam for cyclic test, and which has weightage, total mark is 20 and 30, and weightage is listed here 10, 20. Okay, so now as a teacher, now I can do a data entry. Okay, so let's say I can sort based on the student name or the roll number, and I can start data entry uh, using a keyboard and I can enter the marks using keyboard, or I can just press the enter button. This yellow represents that the data has not been saved yet. So to save the data, maybe you should use this. Sometime system based on some data, it will automatically save the data. Or otherwise, you should use this save all exam results button, which will save the data. Okay, so as a teacher, I can enter the marks or the students right from here from the system. Okay, so that's that. And uh, now even I can search the student. Let's say Sumit. So just a Sumit, and I can enter the marks. So let me enter the marks for cyclic test. Okay, so I'm entering the results for cyclic test. Here I can see the some comments that there are some unsaved result data. So I should go ahead and save the data. Okay, so that's the warning I'm receiving right now. So I'm entering the marks. So system has automatically saved the data. Okay, so if data it's a 189, total mark is 30, so it's not allowing more than 30 marks. So let's say 29 and 22. Okay, fine. So that's done. Okay, I just clicked on save all exam results. Marks is saved. Now just say calculate all exams. So I just calculated the exams. Okay, so now exam is calculated. Now if you use this then after you should use this button calculate formula. Okay, so because we want to like to have a calculation which should convert this 20 into the 10, 30 into the 20. So if I just say calculate formula, system will do all these calculations. Okay, and if I see the table is refreshed, now I can see this converted marks. So this 20 is converted into the 10. Okay, and so Sumir has get 20 out of 20. So his converted mark is 10. For Shivam, it's 10 to 5. Okay. For survey, it's 15 to 7.5. Similarly, for cyclic test, the entire result is calculated. If I clicked on grade, I will see the grade. Okay. So I think perhaps my exams type, the exam do not have an exam grade attached with. So exam is not calculated. If I click on percentage, I will see percentage, percentile, everything is there. Okay. And converted. Basically, if I click here, I will see the converted marks, because converted final percentage and converted marks as well. Okay, just keep this in mind. As per the formula, it just result of class test and cyclic test. Yet we have not created any exams, for term n. So that result is not included yet. So let's move ahead and let's create an exam for term n. Okay, so let me go to exam dashboard. Okay, and let me create an exam for term end exam. Okay, so let me click on add exam. Quick add, I need to select type called term end. Okay, because that's the selected as a part of the formula. Okay, so it's in a term end. If you look at here, it's a term end. So I select a term end. I select my class 2b, and I select let's say maths as a subject. Okay, and it's a paper one. Let's say paper one. Okay, because if I go to that report card in a term and exam, I have paper one, paper two. I could have paper one, paper two, paper three, as many as I want. Okay, so let's say paper one. So roll mark is 100, and the weightage is system is asking me weightage. Okay, so weightage is let's say 35. Okay, and syllabus is let's say it's in a chapter one and chapter 2 term and syllabus. I'm just writing uh, just some comment which doesn't have any sense. Actually, when we generate the report, it will help us to see how the syllabus has been populated. Just create. So paper one is created. Let me schedule on 2nd September. Let me create a paper two. Same way, term end exam type. Select the class. I will select the subject maths, and let's say it's a 80 mark exam. Okay, so paper one was 100 mark. This is 80 mark, but weightage is the same for both, 35%. So syllabus is, let's say, some point, topic one and topic two. Okay, create. So exam is created. Let me schedule on 3rd September. Okay, so exams are there. Now, if I go in exam results and I just select, if I just select class, let's say class test 2, 2B, and just a search, I can see my term and exam paper 1, paper 2. I just should rename this thing to paper 2 actually. Okay, so I can read it right from here. Paper one, paper two, cyclic test and class test. See, last time we entered the exam results from the formula. Okay, we can enter the results right from here as well. So let's say if I click on detailed results, uh, let me go back here and just click on detailed results and click on results. I can generate and enter the marks here as well. So let me enter the marks for Aniket out of 100, 60 marks. Okay, and let me just go back and let me just enter some marks for paper 2. So let's say Aniket marks would be out of 80. Let's say he received 70 marks. Okay, fine. Even I can use the calculate button as well. But let's say, let me go to the formula results and let me just refresh. Okay, so I'm again clicking on this formula results button. Let me click here and it should give me the entire table. Okay, so I get, if you see, I get paper one, paper two, and I can see the marks of Aniket 60 and 70 as well. So now I can enter the marks right from here as well. So let's say, let me enter the marks. I'm just randomly entering, some marks for the student. Okay, so just give me a moment. Okay, so all the marks are entered. Now I just need to click on save exam results and calculate all exams. Exams calculated, and now I need to again calculate the formula. So the moment I clicked on formula, it will generate all the results, and I think it's yeah. So data is here, result is here. So now the paper one is converted based on 35% average, 50, then 17.5, 30, 10.5, and that way the final marks, final converted marks, final converted percentage, and final converted grade. Okay, I think we have missed out the grade here. Okay, so we should select the grades. So I think I need to edit the formula and. Okay, so I selected the grade boundary, let's say class, a copy of class 9, and it's saved. Now I just again need to click on calculate formula. So the grade will automatically calculated. Okay, so if I click here, converted grade, now I can see the grade. So now the important part is this. As a teacher, I can see the marks of class test. I can see the marks of cyclic test. I can see the marks of paper one, paper two, and I can see the grade as well. Now, based on that, I can enter the comments for the students. So let's say I can enter the comments for the student. I'm just entering, Sumir is doing good. Okay, so comment is entered. I just clicked on this button to save the comments. So comment is saved. So this is the way we can enter all the comments uh, just in the same view. Okay, so I can see the marks of each student. I can see the marks of other student as well, and I can put the comments as well. There is another very important feature called automatic formula comment picked up. That is upcoming. We're going to get another button here which will help you to get your comments and automatically pick up from there. So as of now, you need to just enter and save the comments. Okay. Well, so I think we are almost done. So formula is created. Now we are very good to go ahead and create the reports. Okay, so let me go here. Let me go to exams and clicked on Report Studio. Okay, so let me just pick up my template. This is my template. I need to click on Generate Report. So we have just created this formula and marks only for math. Okay, we have not entered any marks for science and EVS. So no worries. Let's just go ahead and try to generate the report cards. Okay. Okay. So here I will use this button, create new report. I will select my class, class 2B, and just say create report. Okay, so class 2B report configuration is created. Now let's say I need to, this is the just name for my internal reference. Let's say this is the test report created for demo. Okay, and the term basically this is useful for the attendance. So I'm not sure which term we need to select. It's okay, let's skip that. Name, report name, let's say term 1 report card. So this is the name which we're going to print on a report card. Report card. Okay. Report publishing date. I think we are not use this field in a report card yet. So just skip that. And formula selections. So let's say I need to select, let's say, maths formula. Okay. So I've generated that maths formula and just say save. Okay. So uh, the configuration is saved. Now the second part is data entry. I think we do not have any data entry for this report, so they directly just jump and go to the report generations. So all the students are there with their roll number. Let me click on student name, Sumir. Okay, so report generation is successful. If I click here, download the report. System will download the report. So it's downloading. Uh, and let me just click here. Wow, here we go. So here I can just see one subject's maths B. Okay, because we just had one formula and the detailed results. Okay, so syllabus, I can see the chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 1 and 2 for, I think this is the enter for class test, this is enter for cyclic test, this is an enter for paper 1, and this is enter for paper 2. So all the syllabus are there. Okay, and I can see the cyclic test 1, cyclic test 2, paper 1, paper 2, the entire results, all over grade, everything is here. I just rename this name, the way I want, so it will change the report card. Teachers comments. Okay, so teachers comment will automatically picked up right from the system. So let me go and generate all the reports. Let's say download all. The system will download the entire report. Let me just click here and it will download the entire report. So if I click here, I will see the report card for all the student. Okay, let me just search for good. Okay, I think it's not searchable. Okay, so the comments and everything will be populated here. The entire report is generated. Teachers comment will automatically come here. So I think this is the entire demo how to generate this report card. You can download this Excel report as well, which will help you to get the format as well. I think this is not yet supported, so but in future you can download the Excel report as well, which will help you to get the report. So the entire crux is this. To In order to generate the entire report, we have used two main part. The first part is exam type. In a summary, exam type. Based on exam type, we created the formula, and based on the formula, we generated the report card. Just try yourself, and if you have any queries, feel free to contact us at support@educloud.in.